What causes stock prices to change? My name is Jose Rodriguez. I'm an FBLA member from Stuttgart High School. So let's review. So it is important to know the price decrease, which is an example of the red line, and the price increase, which is an example by the purple line. So, beside these two, you need to know the time and the price. So, in this presentation, we will learn on the why, on the price increase and decrease. So, when the line goes up, the price goes up. That is example of the purple line. When the line goes down, then the price drops. That's the example of the red line. So, if you know what is supply and demand, then this will not be that hard for you. So, let's do a bit of review on supply and demand. So, supply and demand is the amount of product or service available and the desires of buyers for it, in which those are the factors regulating the price. So, in general, if there is more demand than the product available, then the price increases. If there is more product available than the demand, then the price decreases. So think about when you have a lot of computers, for example, that you are selling, and not that many people are buying them. So of course you have to make them cheaper in order to sell faster, and vice versa. When you have that many computers and many people want to buy it, you have to increase the price. So that's a bit of supply and demand. So how do prices increase? So prices increase when there's a large demand into buying a stock, and there are less people wanting to sell the stock. So the demand of buying is greater than the demand of selling. So as you can see here, that's how you could think about it. If the demand of buying is greater than demand of selling, then the price increases. And you have the decrease. So this will be the reverse from the increase. So the price will decrease when there is a large demand into selling a stock. Okay? And less people want to buy a stock. So the demand of buying is less than the demand of selling. So if the demand of buying is less than the demand of selling, then it will decrease the price. So the stock will be cheaper. So if the buying demand is larger than the selling, then the price will increase. And if the selling demand is larger than the buying, then the price decreases. So if the buying demand is larger, it will be more expensive because you have other people competing into buying a stock. Vice versa, you don't have many people buying from it, and let's say not that many people is going to compete. So the price will be lower. It will be cheaper. So let's practice. So here's a question for you. So you see the red arrow and the blue arrow. They represent a point, and hopefully you could distinguish those. So the question is, which arrow has a higher demand in buying? And I'll recommend you looking, in which you should look at the prices, but since they're not specified that much, look at the line, in which it is a great thing to look at, and when you're reading stuff in statistics. Pause if you need more time. So the answer to this will be the blue arrow, since the price is higher. So there's a higher demand in buying, so of course the price will be higher, as you can see, and significantly in this one. The second one will be you have a purple arrow and an orange arrow pointing at a point. So which of the arrow has a higher demand of selling? So which one do you predict? Which one do you think the arrow, which of these two arrows will be the answer? So which arrow has a higher demand in selling? If you said purple arrow, then you are correct. The purple arrow will be the answer since the price is lower. Since there is a larger demand in selling, then the price will lower. So I hope that you learned from this video, in which I wish the best of luck in your studies. Thank you.